back on vacation. Let's go celebrate the kids today, family. We won't walk down to the show, family. Hey, look forward to having a great show today. 100% sure Mike is going to be with us today. I know he'll celebrate his kids as well. I know you graduated on yesterday, so hey, you're going to stay through the show, man. I miss you guys. So much is happening. So I'm looking forward to talking to you guys today. Hey, you can hear in the background, we can talk about MC Light. We can talk about the
Light is a rock, or I should say a bolt. Always down your neck, pounded on your shoulders. Never shall I be an MC called the wannabe. I am the light, LYT. This is the way it is. Don't ever forget. Think about someone else and you know they fit. All hands are way.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Suckers out of my way, we're not on the same wavelength. I show stability, potential, and strength. On the other hand, you are weak and unruly. You never be a spot because you're just a man.
Family, how is it going? As you guys know, I'm Nick. Mike's not with us today. Hopefully he'll be able to slide in a little bit later. I'm so happy to be back with you guys today. As you guys know, I was on hiatus for a little while. My boys graduated from school, and now got that, they have that diploma. What's going on, T-Champ? T-Champ, you need to jump in here and join me, my brother. You need to jump in here and join me. Miss you guys, man. You got the link. Jump on in here. You can jump on in here, T-Champ. Not sure Mike going to be with us, man. You'll be able to swing with some of these topics. But anyway, had a great time. Went down to Florida, man, for a week and had a great time. D. Tucker. Hey, D. Tucker, that book is going out on tomorrow. I promise, my brother. Just got caught up. So the book is going out tomorrow, man. Got you covered, my brother. Definitely put that out. Chat with D. Tucker, man. So we're going to have these great conversations. So welcome, guys. So like I said, took her down to Florida, had a great time, wave to see my daughter-in-law, see the grandbaby. You guys know, man, something about them grandbabies, man. I was happy to see that little grandbaby. When I left, she was like, what Papa Dennis? Family, you know that did something to me. Made me want to turn around and go back and get that grandbaby. But hey, had to come back to work. Had a great time. Glad to be back with you guys, though, man. I was thinking about you guys, man. I really wanted to do the show, but and wife is like, spending time with us is okay. Hey, I appreciate the detail, man. Hey, I know you're going to enjoy the book. I'm not sure if T. Champ has started reading it yet. He can comment in here. And not sure or not, but hey, I think you enjoy the book, man. Wrote a book. You can see him back here. I wrote 3 books in the process, starting working on my 4th book. And so work on that, man. But as I said, man, had a great time with the family. And now I'm back. Glad to be back. Glad so much has happened in sports, man. I don't know. I know T-Champ, those was celebrating because the boy down in New York got that Coach of the Year award. Like I said, if he would have received it, I didn't have an issue with it. But hey, I thought it was Monte Williams. So for some reason, I got information that Monte actually won it. But then I saw last week that no, Tibbs won it. So hey, hats off to Tibbs. Salute that guy, man. A lot happened in the playoffs, and we're going to discuss that. But before we discuss that, we're going to get into some amazing, amazing topics. As you guys know, let's go. We're going to start off talking about our planner, MC Lyte. This sister has been around for a while. And when you come to female rappers, this week, man, we're talking about the female rappers. I'm quite sure you guys love MC. Hey, man, I was a huge fan of MC Lyte from back in the day. Quite sure a lot of you guys was. I'm quite sure a lot of you have some comments you want to make about MC Lyte. She's from New York City. She represented New York City. She was, in the movie. What's the name of the movie? Good Lord. It'll come back to me where they went out and they robbed and stuff like that. And I know she had a little skit in there, man. But MC Lyte, man, female rapper, she was recognized as one of the best female rappers in the game, still recognized as one of the best female rappers in the game, along with Missy Elliott, a whole bunch of those people, and Queen Latifah, man. But she is definitely, when you talk about the lyricist and putting words together, one of the songs like I Am the Light, that one, when triple platinum, that song right there, man, she was, talking about herself like I am the light, but from a positive kind of tone, and from that perspective, MC Lyte, man, was an amazing, rap artist, and definitely she was on, Exhibit, on with Boys II Men. She collaborated with a lot of artists, Janet Jackson as well, Brandy, and so the one I like, I think it was her, Missy Elliott. Hey, I'm telling you, D Tucker, I'm telling you, true lyricist, brother. She was on BET Awards. Yep, recognized, man. Sad thing, her and her husband, after 3 years, just read some information there, decided to split and separate. Hate to hear stuff like that, man. I hope, hey, it is what it is. You never know. But hey, my sister is amazing. Like I said, she's from Brooklyn. She started back in 1987. That's when she really started out. You see, I had to drop one of them pictures from back in the day. Back in the day, got the little Gumby on the side, as rocking that, man. You can see right here up top, man. That's what she looks like today. Sister's beautiful, still a beautiful sister. And I'm just telling you, man. And she really was a great rap artist. And Light as a Rock came out from 87 to 90. 91 to 95, she had Act Like You Know, Ain't No Other. That was her second album. Then she came out with the other, Bad as I Wanna Be. And then she had one more collaboration release. That's when she became independent. She came back and collaborated. So she came out with three records, and now she's on this independent label. And now, now with COVID, but now, because she's well known, she's still getting gigs and stuff like that. I know if she were to come to Charlotte, I would definitely go see her, because, man, she's the truth. From a female perspective, man, that sister is a bad sister. So I definitely want to give her credit. Like to hear me, D Tucker said, hey, she's a true lyricist that would transform the past of hip hop. She definitely transformed it. And then, BET, man, did a great job highlighting these artists when they wouldn't, MTV wasn't highlighting it till it really started picking up steam. Then they had MTV Rap. She definitely was on there. And so she's been doing her thing for quite some time, man. So definitely want to give her a highlight on today. Tomorrow, one of my favorite, Missy Elliott. So we're going to be talking about Missy Elliott on tomorrow. Hopefully Mike will be able to join us on tomorrow. So it's good stuff, man. So now, let's get into some sports conversation. Family, I had to take a deep breath in talking about this subject right here. The New York Yankees. I don't know about you guys, but I'm really, really fed up with the New York Yankees. Currently, they're in fourth in the AL East. I'm going to say this again. The fourth place in the AL East. Losers of 3 in a row. I'm going to say that again. 3 in a row. And let's see. 3 wins out of the last 10 opponents. 3 out of the last 10. They have a, win a record. How about out of the last 20? That would be about 5 out of the last 20. Right now, the Yankees stink. Stink. Hey, D Tucker, this is unacceptable. Man. D Tucker. Man. man, D Tucker, this is the reason why, man. And I know Mike had been telling me, man, come on, man, gotta hang in there, man. It is time for the Yankees to fire Brett Boone as well as Cashman. They need to, I mean, teach him. Man, I'm telling you, like a bad batch of collard greens. You right about that, man. This is what I was saying, T-Champ. And you were talking about, hey, 40 game, man. And this is what I was saying. The Yankees wasn't striking no fear in nobody's eyes the way that they were playing. They got smoked by Philadelphia 7-0. And now even our bullpen is not looking as good. Man, I mean, they stink, man. Stink. And now the fans are really, really going after. This is the thing that irritates me. Stanton was getting in a nice groove. When it started playing against the Philly, then all of a sudden, what? You can't play him? What? Stanton can't play the outfield? Stanton was playing the outfield when he was with doggone with Miami. When with the Marlins, Florida Marlins. So now he can't play the outfield? You don't think he has the ability to play the outfield? That was saying, Brett Boone is a terrible manager. I've been saying that for the longest. I mean, it is terrible, Darryl. It's terrible what we're seeing on the field. And you expect people to pay money to come see this crap? You got Cole, don't know how to give an interview when they're asking him about the sticky stuff. Really? Man, come on. This is atrocious of what I'm seeing. Oh, my goodness. Hey, it is getting on my nerve. This is getting oh my goodness, it's getting on my nerve. I mean, really, like my man, like he said, a bad batch of collard greens. That's how bad they're playing. That's how bad they're looking. And you ain't talking about, and then you try to put a positive spin on it. Dude, you can't put a positive spin on only winning 5 games out of your last 20. How can you put a positive spin on that? You are not doing your job. And I knew it was a problem when the Yankees were so right-handed dominant team. Right-handed dominant. Hitting, that's all you got. Right-handers in the lineup. I knew it was a problem. Instead of you bringing up some young players, you want to sign Gardner back. For what? Gardner's not the Gardner when you were playing with the Yankees. He was 23, 24 years old. He's an older player. Let him go. Get some young talent in there. That's the crap that gets on my nerve. And you can't see that. That's what's getting on my nerve, family. And it is time out for the Yankees need to start calling for Brett Boone head. He needs to go. He needs to go. And if him and Cashman. And they have Toronto. Look at who they got. Toronto, they're going to lose that series. They have Boston, they're going to lose that series. Dude, there's no confidence in the Yankees winning anything. They're going to take an L. No confidence. They're going to take it home. Man, listen. Have to keep my blood pressure down. Have to keep it down. But it's time out, man. I'd rather look at some young prospect than to see what we're seeing on the field. Start getting rid of some players. They're not performing. Start getting rid of some players. Starting with Stanton. Get rid of Stanton. Waste of time. Get rid of Brett Boone. Get rid of Gardner. Maybe we need another voice more than ever. So, hey, man, I'm tired of it. Still a Yankees fan, but a change needs to take place. All right, family. We got it. We have to definitely get into these NBA playoffs. While I was gone, the Phoenix Suns has clinched. I did not see this coming. They swept. I'm going to say it again. They swept the Denver Nuggets. But that Jokic call, I was kind of second guessing that one. Like, dude, come on now. You have to do a better job at that. But what we're gonna do? I need to read some of y'all comments, family, from the games the other night. So let's get in some of these games. The Clippers. Whoa, Nelly. Playoff P and Kawhi showed up last night, family. They showed up last night, family. That's all I have to say. Kawhi said, hey. He said, do not count us out yet. They came to play last night. Even though Donovan Mitchell, Kawhi dropped Paul George, PG 13, dropped 31. That joker had 4 assists, 9 rebounds, and Kawhi had 31, 60-point combined, 62 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 2. Yeah. Hey, I feel you, man. Yeah. Donovan Mitchell, that ankle, man. That's the one he hurt, man, just before the playoff. That's why he missed that first game. But hey, like a warrior, man, he's trying to fight through it, man. But I'm just saying, those guys, they made a move for which I have to agree with, man. He made an amazing move. He put Paul George at the point guard. That, my friend, was a great move on the behalf of the Clippers coach. I like the move. He put pretty much they're going with a smaller lineup. Got Batum in the lineup, and so now Morris is starting. Kawhi, Batum, and then moved Reggie Jackson then Paul George. Hey, it's a small guard lineup, but it's getting the job done, man. They've had but I really like, man, Terrence Mann, man, is a good player, rookie, coming off the bench, man, giving up, valuable minutes. And hey, they're doing their thing, man. I cannot say enough about the job for which they're actually doing. Really, really like for what I see. Small ball is the problem. Yeah, they're gonna have to make an adjustment. Yeah, D Tucker, they're gonna have to make an adjustment. If they don't make an adjustment, man, but they're gonna be in trouble. But this is the thing that I don't get, man. Rudy Gobert, it is unacceptable for you to be 7'3" and they put whoever they have, Kawhi or whoever guarding you, and you don't dominate. Small lineup, Rudy Gobert has to dominate the game. Rudy Gobert, man, has to step up and average 24, 25 points and 20 rebounds. He has to dominate the offensive rebound and go from there. Put Rudy Gobert, let him man the paint, rotating system. But they have to get more from Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert, you only took 4 shots, 4 for 4. I would have been feeding Rudy Gobert. Donovan Mitchell, like I said, he played like a warrior. 13 for 15 from free throw line, 37 points. But that was the only impact player. Bogdanovic, hey, they had to get more out of Clarkson. Clarkson, he only had 8 points. No, Clarkson, they need more from you. And did y'all see how Kawhi put Favors on a poster? Mama, look at that man again. Man, the way he dunked on doggone Favors, that they should have gave Kawhi a technical foul for that dunk. Family, that was ugly. But hey, he got the job done. And so now, man, it is a new series, new ball game. I'm interested to see how they bounce back from the game. We'll see, family. What you think? Okay, Mitch is going to have to get everybody else involved because, yeah, that's true. Yeah, I agree with you 100% by that one, Tucker. He has to get everybody else involved. Ball movement is going to be the key for them to win in this game. Because that's what Utah has been playing. Spider-Man can get his own shot, but you have to get everybody else involved because they need you in order to move the ball, pass the ball around, get everybody involved. So, hey, I agree with you, D. Tucker. It's going to be interesting to see what happens next. So, hey, it's all knotted up. So let me ask you a question: Who you think is going to end up winning the series? You think the Clippers or Utah? It's all knotted. It's a new ball game. I still am going to go with the Jazz, but I would not be surprised to lose because Spider-Man is hurt. He's limping, and he's not 100%. So it's going to be tough. Okay, D-Talk, I got you, man. You think they'll win it? Yeah, I'm not going to disagree with you, man. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. So, hey, we'll see. Definitely going to see. All right, on to the next one. Ice Trey, baby. Ice Trey. Yeah, Mitchell. Ice Trey, baby. Came to play. His shots were off last night, but that brother dished out 18 dimes. But family, Embiid has to make that layup. I know he had the little partially torn meniscus right now that's ailing him, bothering him a little bit. But Embiid, you have to make the layup. But I don't know about you guys, family, but to me, it is unacceptable for Ben Simmons to be shooting 20% from the free throw line. Ben Simmons is a max dollar player, and you are shooting 1 for 5 from the free throw line. If the Atlanta Hawks send Philadelphia 76ers home, they need to trade Ben Simmons. I'm saying it now. To me, you shooting less than 50% from the free throw line lets me know you're not working on your craft to be the best. D-Talker, you think they're going to beat him, man? Hey, Trey, man, Trey playing his butt off, man. Yeah, Ben Simmons is the weak link. That's what I'm saying. But but they have to get also more out of Tobias too. They have to get more from Tobias Harris. 20 points not cutting it. And as you know, Embiid is limping, is trying to get the job done. But to me, man, it is all on Ben Simmons. How the world you can demand max dollar player but not performing at a max level? It is unacceptable for you to be performing like that. Hey, they got 25 out of Trae Young with 18 assists. Bogdanović had 22. You had Capella, had a double-double, 1 block shot. They have to get more out of Collins. Collins had to get more than 14 points. Hey. But I've been saying, man, but this is the thing. If Embiid, and I understand we know Embiid is soft, if Embiid was healthy, I believe Philly would be up 3-1. But he's not. It is what it is. Hey, D. Tucker, that's a good point. Pay him a quarter of the free throw. 25% of his pay. Because it is unacceptable for him to be performing the way he's been performing, man. I mean, it is downright disgraceful. Downright disgraceful for him to be performing the way he's been performing. But Nate McMillan, man, has been doing a masterful job coaching these boys. I love me some Nate McMillan. And it really, man, have a nice nucleus. And so you sleep on him if you want to, man. I would not be surprised, man. Hey, detail. I'm not giving no excuses. Hey, you right about that. You have to make adjustment. You have to make adjustment because to me, man, if Embiid can't go, you have Dwight Howard on the bench. You have other players, man. You have to make adjustment. So, hey, I'm not making no excuses. They don't get it done. They just don't get it done. And you're right. We roast the Lakers for not getting it done. And they're going to get the same heat for not performing. Then that's why I said, it is unacceptable for Ben Simmons to be getting paid what he's getting paid and not performing at an elite level. And to me, man, for you to put him on the bench based on him not being able to hit free throws and not being able to shoot a jump shot, I think it's sad. And to me, Doc Rivers really has been protecting and hiding Ben Simmons since he's been the head coach of the 76ers. They're not holding them accountable. And for them not to hold him accountable, I think it's unacceptable. He's an adult. Stop treating him like a child. You're paying him. You're paying him an elite level salary. Hey, I want your detail. Hey, you making some good points, man. You're paying him at elite level, and he has to perform. If not, to me, you trade Ben Simmons. You trade Ben Simmons. And you get somebody else there who can perform. But the question would be, who do you trade Ben Simmons for? I have somebody. What about trading Ben Simmons to the Washington Wizards for Bradley Beal? Bradley Beal, come to Philly. You can have Tobias, everyone going to the small ball. Tobias Harris can play the power forward position. You put Bradley Beal at small forward, Danny Green, you have Curry. There you go. You're right. Yeah, you're right. He's a young point forward. He's weak. Yep, don't really want to work with him after the season's over. He'll be better. We'll see, man. Hey, but my thing is that, man, how long we been waiting for him to step his game up? How long we been waiting for him to develop a jump shot? How long we been waiting for him to improve on the free throw line? We keep making excuses for him. Now, that's all I'm saying. We have to remove the excuses. If I can get me a player like a Bradley Beal, why not? Bradley Beal, I think, make them a more lethal team. Put Tobias Harris at the power forward position. That will be something else. Yeah, hey, yes, Bradley Beal contract matches up with Ben Simmons. Both of them contracts are very comparable to each other. Let me see NBA contract. Let me pull it up right quick. Bradley Beal contract, I think, matches up with him. Okay, Bradley Beal getting paid $28 million a year. Ben Simmons' contract is very similar to that too. But you can have the conversation. You can have the conversation. My thing is that they need to start, putting feelers out there. So if you put feelers out there, yeah, Ben Simmons getting paid $30 million. So the contracts are very comparable to one another. He's getting paid 20, he's getting paid 30. So that is very comparable contract. for which you can throw a little second-round draft pick in there. But this is the thing. You have that conversation. Trading Bradley Beal for Ben Simmons, I think that is a fair trade value. Ben Simmons, 6'10", can run, play, all three positions. What are you saying? You trying to say you would take Ben Simmons over Bradley Beal? That was saying, Tucker? So you mean to tell me you pick Simmons over Bradley Beal, or you saying you take Bradley Beal, Ben Simmons? To me, that is a fair exchange right there. They both bring something different to the table, and sometimes a change of scenery is beneficial to a player. So to me, I think if you move these pieces, swap them, that's a good trade. That's a good swap. Because now I think it makes them better. It might hurt Washington because now you got him paired with Westbrook. Ball dominant player, but still yet. Interesting. I think that'll be a good exchange, man. That'd be a good exchange. But hey, have to keep an eye on this series, though. I'm just throwing it out there. I think if they lose to Atlanta, conversation going to have to be had about Ben Simmons. Because he is definitely not doing the job. He stick around, just got to work. Hey, we about to talk about your boy. Hey, what you think your boys? Hey, you see right here, Harden potentially going to play tonight. You think they're going to pull it out? Before you go say it, you think they're going to pull it out? Okay. And I can see your point. Give him one more year with Doc. Since Doc got there, just give him one more year. But to me, he's going to have to demand more. And I think they move him. They're playing him at the power forward position. He can get the ball off the rebound and still run the floor. So it's going to be interesting. Hey, sad thing the Brooklyn Nets going to pull out today. Okay. Trash needed to have his natural game. Okay. Good point. Good point. I think if James Harden play tonight, it's going to be big. It's going to be big tonight. And I know me and D. Tucker, man, was talking about this, man. Like I said, it was a good game to tie up. But I don't know about you guys, man. To me, Giannis is no longer in my top 5 as far as superstar play. I had to remove Giannis. To me, man, and me and D. Tucker, man, we were going back when I was down in Florida. They are literally giving Giannis the mid-range jump shot. Either he's penetrating or he's shooting a three. Somebody to have a conversation with Giannis and tell him to stop shooting three-pointers. You shooting 20% at the three-point line is unacceptable. You cannot be shooting 50%, 60%, and be in that superstar category. It is downright atrocious. Oh, you think the Nets are done? Kyrie is, yeah, he's in a walking boot. That's true. Yeah, hey, but I still think they have enough assets and bullets in the chamber to get the job done. And the reason why they don't respect Giannis on the outside and is clogged in the middle. Man, and this is the thing, man. And I agree with you, Doc. But the thing about it is, instead of him working on his mid-range game, Giannis out here shooting three-pointers. It's like he want to work on shooting the three. He has one of the ugliest jump shots in the NBA. He don't have confidence in his shot. So to me, Giannis need to work on his mid-range game more than working on that doggone three-point shot he keeps taking. Working on his free throws. It is unacceptable for Giannis, the Greek freak, to be a max player and not able to shoot better free throws when he's shooting. Down the stretch, He's not getting the job done. He is choking. They cannot depend on him. And it's like they give him the lane driving to the basket, and if he don't have a clear path, they're playing, 10 feet off him, giving him the mid-range jumper, and he doesn't take it. But he shoot an ugly three. So to me, that has a lot to do with coaching. Yeah. The turn of the ankle Kyrie suffered. Yeah. At the same, yeah. Yeah, man. Hey, I understand. Hey, I feel you. And I know it's going to be a lot on KD. But like you said, not going to make any excuses. KD got to get the job done. KD has to get the job done. The Greek Freak has to get the job done. But the Greek Freak have more of a supporting cast. But the thing about it is, KD has to understand, you cannot be in the mindset to where you're forcing your shot to where you're getting other players out of rhythm. You want to keep your team in rhythm as it pertains to you getting your shot. You keep your team in rhythm, I believe you potentially can still get the job done because the crowd is going to be definitely in it. They're going to be motivated. Drew Holiday is also key. Tucker has been playing KD hard, man. Tucker's been really playing KD real hard, playing him aggressive. He's playing great defense on him. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. He's not using his size to his advantage. And that's the issue I hate what I have with the Greek Freak. Like, dude, you have the size, you're not getting the job done. And dude, you want to be a max player. Regular season, you show up, but now in the playoff, when now you're playing against tougher competition, you disappear. They don't have no type of respect for your jumper, and that's unacceptable. Your mid-range game, focus on the mid-range. If I was a coach, and I have an issue with the Bucks coach, if I was a coach, I would tell him, stop shooting threes. Free throw line in, mid-range game. I would get the ball out of Giannis' hand. Post up. Get him in the post. Feed him in the post. And to me, man, Steve Nash is not a good head coach. Yeah, I'm with you, man. He need to get some money back to the Bucks. Steve Nash is not a good coach. How is it that you stopped playing Blake Griffin? You have not even played DeAndre Jordan. To me, them wanting Steve Nash to be a good coach, they saw what Steve Kerr did with Golden State. Steve Kerr and Steve Nash are two different types of coaches. I like Kerr more than I like Nash. And to me, Mike Boyd, D'Antoni on the bench, hey, he might have to play tonight. But it is unacceptable to where he just stopped playing. When they picked up Blake Griffin, it's like he stopped playing DeAndre Jordan. And to me, DeAndre Jordan give him something on the defensive end. So it's like, okay, why did you stop playing him? And in the last game, he stopped. Blake Griffin didn't even really play in the second half. Put a little bit in the third quarter, and that's it. So I'm like, dude, why you stop playing him? So I don't like Steve Nash as a head coach. Great NBA player, one of better point guards. But him being a head coach, I think he's not doing a great job, not doing a good job as a head coach. To me, Harden plays tonight. I think Brooklyn wins tonight. Brooklyn pulls it out tonight. He's doing a Willis Reed from back in the day. So I'm calling Brooklyn tonight. Yeah, I agree with you. Hey, yeah, I'm with you. He was handed a team. He didn't develop a relationship with a guy. So hey, I agree with you, man. Hey, man, have to talk about the Phoenix Suns sweeping the Joker in Denver They beat the Lakers 4-2. This team is clicking on all cylinders. But more importantly, man, I would not be upset to see CP3 get a championship ring. I'm kind of pulled up for CP3 and the Phoenix Suns to get a ring. That brother demolished the Denver Nuggets. But the one thing that CP3 did, he showed you the benefit of having a mid-range game. He's the mid-range general. Still being productive, utilizing the mid-range game. And that's the part that Giannis failed to understand. You develop your mid-range game could be more effective than you trying to shoot three-pointers shooting 20%. Hey, they're definitely no joke, man. Whoever they face, they have something on their hand, man. Bridges have been playing great for them. But CP3, man, that general has really been a great asset for them. And other beautiful thing about it, man, Booker is not complaining. He's allowing CP3 to shine. He understands. He see the big picture. And when you can understand the big picture, man, yeah, T-Tucker, that's what I love about CP3 game. He's not out there shooting a whole bunch of threes. The brother has more steals than turnovers. In his whole entire series, he had more steals than turnovers. He don't turn the ball over. He controls the team. He gets on the players, but the players respect him. And so he understand that hey, forgotten art. Either they want to drive to the basket or they want to shoot three-pointers. But they don't understand. The mid-range game is really where you can survive in the NBA with a bona fide mid-range game. This is the issue I have with Graham, who played for the Charlotte Hornets. He wants to shoot threes, and that's it. If it's not a three and him not laying up, he don't want to shoot the ball. That's what I hope Charlotte don't re-sign him, because that's not what Charlotte needs. And to me, Chris Paul is showing you how to really run the game through the pick and roll. Now you have to pick your poison. Because when you pick and you roll, that defender's on that big man backside. So you either got to play help side, giving up the mid-range jumper, and Chris Paul is just killing them with that. You develop a mid-range game. I believe you can survive in the NBA just as long as Chris Paul has survived. Even though he still have an outside game, and the brother shoots 100% from the free throw line. So you don't want to foul him. Excellent mid-range game, and he's like a coach on the floor. Hey, they're better. This is and this is the thing. If you really go look back at, and I know 2 years ago when he was with Philly, before he got traded to OKC, they were talking about how he's washed up, he's overpaid, and all this stuff. Family, let me tell you something. The only reason that first year that the Golden State Warriors ended up in the finals with KD is because CP3 got hurt. Remember, Houston Rockets was up 3-2. Chris Paul gets hurt, and the rest is history. The rest is history. Chris Paul, as he is not intimidated of the guy. Look what he did with OKC last year. No one thought OKC was going to do what they did. And now, look at what he's doing in Phoenix. When Chris Paul came to Phoenix, I'm telling you, I said this. I said, this pickup is going to propel the Suns to the next level. Then they pick up Crowder. Crowder was a great pickup. The Memphis Grizzlies made a big mistake trading Crowder for Winslow. Crowder with the Memphis Grizzlies, man, I believe that's a different series, because now you have Booker and Crowder, two good defensive players, but they're going to have to make a decision about Jackson. Jackson Jr., is really where the problem lies. But hey, here nor there, leave that alone. But you definitely going to have to keep an eye on the Phoenix Suns and about them getting the job done. I mean, it is really going to be interesting who they face in the next round. But whoever they face, they have something on their hand. All right, family. I would have this. I've read some things over the weekend, and I know Mike, he commented on it. He made a good point dealing with, one, we know LeBron is going back to number 6. Dealing with the quote unquote hate that LeBron James received. I'm like Mike. I don't view it as hate. Any guy that's at the top, you're going to get scrutinized more than someone that's at the bottom. If you are the main guy, LeBron right now is still the face of the NBA. So he's going to get critiqued. He's going to get scrutinized. He's going to get analyzed by fans. But the one thing that people cannot take away is what he brings to the court. So he's not receiving something the other top-notch players haven't received in the past. Mike received it. Larry Bird received it. Magic received it. All these guys social media wasn't really around during that time, but still yet. They scrutinize these guys, they analyze these guys' game, and they call these guys out. So I don't think it's hate that LeBron is receiving. It's just like you're on top. And you're going to receive scrutiny, you're going to receive pressure, you're going to receive, they're going to analyze everything that you do. To me, as I tell people, I'm a bigger fan of LeBron James off the court than I am LeBron on the court. I still am a fan of LeBron on the court, and other than the crying. Now, when he get into that crying and complaining and all that stuff, man, hey, look here, man. I can't deal with it. Cause I'm like, hey, man, stop all that doggone crying. Actually, I just finished with a book called LeBron Inc. It's a great book. If you get a chance to get the book, take the time to read it. It really, they did a great job just talking. They were looking at the business aspect of the empire LeBron has built. He's a very smart businessman. If you haven't gotten the book, I recommend you get in the book. Give it to a kid. Give it to your son or daughter, whatever. But it's a great read. I read it. It's worth the investment. It's a great read. Definitely want to take the time to read it. All right. His number change isn't going to mean anything if he doesn't get a better supporting cast. Yes, LeBron James definitely need a better supporting cast. He needs some time away from it. Yes, because the last couple of years, man, he's been in the finals 2 out of the last 4 years. Yeah, I'm with you. Crying and complaining and stuff like that. He really has to cut it out. But like I said, it comes with the territory. You are the face of the NBA. So you being the face of the NBA, man, people are going to come at you left and right. But he has to get in, I agree with you, D. Tucker. He has to get in AD's head as well as in his ear. To me, AD has to come back stronger and healthier. To me, when at the very beginning of the season, when AD was playing before he initially got hurt, to me, at the beginning of the season, it's like AD wasn't all in. I think AD was fine and he was hungry to win a chip. And now that he's won a chip, I believe that hunger left him for this year. I don't think AD was as hungry to win a chip he probably, relaxed. Okay, I won a championship, got what I wanted to get here, NBA, whatever case may be. It's going to be interesting what AD does next year. Hey, that's right. You're right. You have the crown, so it comes with the pressure, comes with the scrutiny. But I don't think it's hate, family. I just think it just comes with the territory. So, hey, to be continued. Family, man, oh man, like I said, I really miss you guys. It's been a long time coming. Glad to be back on with you guys. Gonna be some changes now. I have to get back. I'm back in the JOB, so we're not gonna be able to do it 5 days a week like I've been doing. I'll be able to come on the air on tomorrow because I work from home tomorrow, and then on Friday. So whenever we're able to come on the air and do the show with you guys, then we definitely will do the show and just go from there. Hey, I appreciate you guys. Definitely glad to be back. Mike texted me. He's helping E get settled in his new place on campus, so that's where he's at. So big shout out for E for graduating, I think, on yesterday. That's right. And so now his next step he's playing for the South Carolina Gamecocks. I know my dad's happy to hear that. Clemson tackle fan, regardless. I'll pull for E. I want to see E do great things. So it's definitely good stuff. So he's going to handle his business. We're going to root for E. We want to see E go out here and do his things, except when he play against Clemson. Just kidding. But I want to see E do well. We definitely well wishes and prayers for him and his family. So, fam, that's the end of the show. Thank you, guys. Like I said, I'm back and glad to be back. Look forward to you guys being with us on tomorrow. We'll talk about the games on tomorrow. We'll see if my Yankees can win a game. We'll see. Anyway, you guys be blessed. Look forward to seeing you guys on tomorrow. As you know, someone just comment. Yeah, he's getting settled in. Yep. So I'm gonna have to watch, the games and stuff like that. I'll watch Clemson and South Carolina play now, just to see how E does. So as you know, me and Mike will be talking about it. So anyway, yeah. So he's getting settled in at the dorm. So family, you guys be safe. We're gonna be doing this thing again tomorrow. I'm Nick, speaking on behalf of Mike, Nick and Mike Show, Military Brothers Talking Sports. Peace.